Edgar is now living in the half-bath because his prison sentence has evolved into some kind of feline rehabilitation plan. And surprisingly enough, it's working. He's settling in beautifully, and after a brief hunger strike, he's learning the rules. He's even starting to feel comfortable in the rest of the house. Which is impressive considering his list of offenses. Boof, meanwhile, has decided that rules no longer apply because I am not omniscient, omnipotent, or omnipresent. Her new philosophy is simple. What Mama doesn't know right now, I can get away with right now. She has also become convinced that she is a dog with zero physical boundaries. Kitty on the furniture? Me too. You're going to the mailbox? Oh, me too. Want to take a stroll down the road? Obviously. Yesterday, I was taking a rare moment to relax while Piper and Boof played outside. Edgar hopped up onto my lap and had fallen asleep, which was a sacred moment and therefore clearly doomed. My phone alerted me that a photo had been taken at the mailbox. I thought, that's odd. It's not time for the mail. So I checked it. And there she was, trotting around in the middle of the road like she owned the place. Boof was acting like she was starring in some kind of coming-of-age indie film about freedom and self-discovery. Your rules are a cage, Mother. Your 2 acres are a simulation. I have compulsions that demand the open road. I launched upright, disturbed Edgar, clutched him to my shoulder, and bellowed into the yard. Boof is at the mailbox! Piper immediately leapt off the bench like a reckless parkour goblin and bolted down the driveway. I sprinted after her, realized I had just terrified my new cat, ran Edgar back inside, grabbed Dave's shoes like a woman in a disaster movie, and went out to retrieve the fugitive. Boof was promptly scolded and kennelled. Dave and I then had a come-to-Jesus conversation. We need an invisible fence. We hate it, but we also hate the idea of Boof getting lost, or frightened, or deciding to introduce herself to a neighbor who did not ask to be part of this situation. She is harmless, but life happens, and this roaming business is going to put me in an early grave. Meanwhile, in our ongoing nature documentary, Edgar versus Darcy. Edgar has started playing dirty. He attacks from behind now. Relentless pouncing, biting, clawing, typical feral warfare. Mr. Darcy, for his part, remains furious and offended. He takes every look, lick, and little brrr as a personal insult. So, Edgar has now been introduced to a consequence. The threatened bath. When he gets too dirty, I scruff him, walk him toward the tub, and turn on the water. I never actually put him in the bathtub. I'm not a monster. Nor am I suicidal. I simply let him hear the water and contemplate his life choices. He does not care for this. Unfortunately, the moment I release him, he sprints right back downstairs and launches himself onto Mr. Darcy again, as if the faucet trauma only strengthened his resolve. Edgar's other hobby, by the way, is toilet paper hunting. He knocks the roll off its perch like it's a stunned bird, watches it flutter across the room at cat-attracting speeds, and then he pounces with teeth and claws until it's shredded beyond usefulness. He's also started sitting on his little rear end like a tiny human man, which somehow makes it all worse. He looks thoughtful. He looks reflective. He looks like he has opinions and absolutely no intention of explaining any of them. As for Boof and Edgar, they do occasionally chill under the game table like they're normal animals. They are not normal animals. They are merely biding their time and waiting for more opportune moments to create chaos. Usually when I'm homeschooling or scrubbing toilets. The habitat remains unstable. The apex predators are learning the limits of my already dwindling sanity. I will update you again if I survive.